From its apparent place of origin in Wuhan, China, the coronavirus has reached more than 100 countries with a total number of cases numbering in the 130,000 range. And this is affecting numerous aspects of life. So welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and in this episode, I'll be highlighting 10 ways that the coronavirus has changed our world as we know it. Starting off at number 10, let's talk about Trump and travel. Well, travel in general, of course, is being heavily affected. There's a lot of anger and a lot of confusion in Europe right now, especially after Donald Trump, the US president, issued a travel ban where he's stopping flights to the United States from most of Europe. And this will be in effect for the next 30 days. He announced this citing the need to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Now, there's also a number of airlines, including United Airlines, British Airways, and even Air Canada, that have canceled some or all of their flights. The United Airlines said that their decision to do so was due to a drop in demand for their flights. Coronavirus is also affecting entertainment in our world. Starting off with the NBA season being suspended. That's right, the NBA is suspending its season after one of their players tested positive for the coronavirus. This news came after the NBA game between the Utah Jazz as well as the Oklahoma City Thunder was postponed on Wednesday night, this past Wednesday. Players for both teams were on the court at the Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City for warm-ups, but they were called back to their locker rooms, and the NBA said that the affected player was not in the arena and that the test results were reported shortly before tip-off. In the statement, they said the NBA is suspending gameplay following the conclusion of tonight's scheduled games until further notice. Box offices are also being hit. There's quite a bit of movie theater closures due to the coronavirus. They've affected the world's top box office markets. There's even been some Hollywood movies that have already been impacted by the coronavirus outbreak, and more are likely to face similar challenges. The James Bond movie No Time to Die's release date has been pushed back from April all the way to November. Also, the 7th Mission Impossible movies, that production has been halted. Now, over in China, 70,000 movie theaters have been closed since January of this year because of the coronavirus. Box Office Pro France reports regional closures and measures to limit capacity in affected areas of the French market. And also in Ireland, Omniplex cut allowed attendance in theaters because they don't want a large crowd being gathered. And not necessarily in box office news, but in the gaming world, E3, the world's largest gaming event, has been cancelled over fears surrounding the spread of the coronavirus. It was scheduled to be in June 9th of this year in LA, and a lot of people are looking forward to it, especially with the new PlayStation and Xbox consoles coming out this year. Yeah, that's an unfortunate one. And now let's move over at number 7 into Italy. Italy is officially on lockdown, and now they've tightened its quarantine measures due to the coronavirus. They've ordered bars, restaurants, hairdressing, and beauty salons to all close down after the highest impact on life outside of China happened in their country due to the coronavirus, aka COVID-19. Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte said all shops would be closed except for supermarkets, food stores, and chemists, and certain companies must close all non-essential departments. Coronavirus is also affecting the world of religion and how people are able to worship in certain ways. So at number 6, we have Pope Francis. Pope Francis has canceled his regular appearance in public to stop crowds gathering to see him and will stream them on the internet instead from inside of the Vatican because of the coronavirus outbreak in Italy. Now this, by the way, will be one of the few times in the past 66 years that a pope will not appear at this window, which is a ritual that's of course ingrained in Roman tradition. And also this past week, the Vatican said that the Pope will still not hold his general audience from the window also on Wednesday, March 11th, 2020. So both the Sunday appearance and the Wednesday appearance for now have been canceled. Guys, we've reached halfway in this episode. And if you appreciate the information that we bring to you here on FTD Facts, be sure to leave a like on this episode. And also, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell because we post videos daily informing you about our world and the different cultures and the people within it. Also in the world of Islam, Saudi Arabia partially reopened Mecca's Grand Mosque, which is Islam's holiest site, this past Saturday, but they've held up their ban on pilgrimages as part of the kingdom's measure to combat the coronavirus. So based on a royal decree by King Salman, the holy site reopened this past Saturday because they had many worshippers there that it wanted to attend to perform the Tawaf ritual, which involves walking around the Kaaba. However, visitors are not permitted to touch the Kaaba, and the decision allows the opening of the area around the Kaaba for non-Umrah visitors performing tawaf. And this is all in accordance with the drawn plan. Also, as part of the measures, authorities closed off the interior of the Grand Mosque to allow cleaning teams to disinfect the tawaf area near the Kaaba. But beyond all of this, daily activities that we do as well as how people interact with each other has been heavily changed and affected as well. So let's start with number 4, the gyms. Gyms are a high-risk location for coronavirus to spread, and this is what doctors are warning. The idea that many people are going to start choosing to not go to the gym and work out from home definitely has helped companies such as Peloton that sell stationary bikes and has seen their stock climb in recent days. But gyms and fitness centers are really trying to stop their customer loss by pushing a lot more for cleanliness and encouraging members to do their part by wiping down their machines as well as their mats. Moving on to number 3, we have greetings. So people are finding alternative ways to actually greet each other because sometimes, let's just face it, we don't want people be touching us in certain ways. So in South Korea, residents are opting first to fist bump and also using their elbows to greet each other. Now, French officials are recommending that people refrain from the traditional greeting of kissing on both cheeks. Instead, some people are just tapping their elbows or shaking hands with their feet. Or I should just say shaking feet with their feet. Leaders over in Australia are suggesting that people pat each other on the back. And in Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has really taken on greeting people in the namaste style with palms together and a slight bow. Now, one of the biggest ways that the coronavirus has been affecting life and the world is actually how it's impacting the stock market. So the stock market has been in free fall in the last week or so as fears around the coronavirus have spread across the global economy. Now, the Dow Jones Industrial Average SPX is down 12% since its February 12th record high. Also, B of A security strategist led by Michael Hartnett, he wrote that one outcome is a collapse of the bond surge that has taken hold in fixed income markets. At the time of filming this episode, by the way, here are some of the major companies that are seeing a dip in their stocks. Facebook is at negative 4.969%. Apple is down 6.73%. Amazon, their stocks have dipped by 5.374%. Netflix is down 4.697%. And Alphabet, the parent company of Google, is down 5.136%. And Google is down 5.237%. And finally, the number one way that this coronavirus has changed the world is really how we're living our lives in general, specifically in panic and survival mode. That is spreading. So social media, of course, is filled with reports and images of empty shop shelves, as well as some supermarkets have begun restricting sales on certain goods. You'll see posts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter of items including toilet paper, hand sanitizers, pastas, canned foods, among many other items actually being completely gone from different stores because people are stockpiling. They're worried that there's gonna be some kind of lockdown or shortage of goods. You'll find similar scenes of this like all the way from Asia, Europe, America, even Australia. Now, there was a government minister in the UK that said that there is no need for stockpiling, but can panic buying really be controlled? Because more and more people are waking up literally fearing for their safety and for their life. Like literally panic mode is kicking in. That's all I have for you on the 10 ways that the coronavirus has changed our world. And let me know down below in the comment section. Are you worried about the coronavirus? And also, how has it impacted you? Sound off down below, join in on the conversation. Before you guys head out, don't forget my social media links are below in the video description section. And also, I'll leave you with a recommended episode coming up at the end screen. So check it out right now. As always, my name is Leroy Kenton, and I'll see you guys next time.